Hello. So I'm going to do a kind of like vent video and kind of a requested video. One of my subbies the other day asked me a couple of questions, like in general questions, and they asked me to do a video on it, so I'll do a video because I was going to do a video kind of complaining anyway, so I'll kind of mix the two together, but I'll try not to talk too long. Alright, so let me get started. I am tired today. I had to work, so I've been up since like 7, and I'm just so sleepy. Maybe 6:45, but basically 7. I'm so tired. My feet are swollen right now. I've been running around all day, even besides work, and you know, like my body is sore, and it's not like I've been doing anything like extremely strenuous. It's just being pregnant, I guess, is just heavy on my body. I don't know. My tailbone is killing me today also as well. Anyway, so one of the things I wanted to vent about is, I know I told you guys that I was in a car accident or someone hit me at a red light. Hey, sit down! Someone hit me at a red light. So I told you guys it was a younger chick in her 20s. And I think she was in her 20s. I don't know exactly how old she is. I don't know much about her. I did not call 911 because, you know, there was no severe damage to my children or myself. Forget the car. The car was, you know, was damaged, but not to where I couldn't drive it home or anything like that. So I didn't want to call 911. It was like late at night. You know, I was like, well, I'll just get her information and I'll file a claim. No big deal. I proceed to file a claim. And at first, you know, it was not an issue. I told them, you know, I didn't get a police report. I didn't call 911. It was late at night. My children were safe and I was safe enough to drive ourselves to the hospital. You know what I mean? I didn't see an issue with that. So they're like, okay, yeah, you know, that's fine. That's not an issue. I was contacted by the girl's insurance company like a week later, and they're like, oh, well, the claim holder is denying that there ever was an accident. For someone who was like, I'm sorry, do you need me to call anybody for you? Oh, yes, I have insurance. Here's all my information. Wrote it down in her handwriting. I gave my law firm, the law firm I'm working with, a copy of all of that. I've got clear damages to my bumper of my car. The paint is scraped off. Some of her paint from her car scraped off on it. And it's like not enough. So they're saying, you know, so at first, you know, when I called my lawyer and said that, she's like, oh, you know, they do that sometimes. Don't really worry about it. Now, here I am, you know, 2 weeks later, I'm going to the chiropractor every day because they have me going every day, which is hard on me because, you know, I have to work. I have my kids. My daughter has school. I have babysitter, and I have all this stuff I have to do. So going to the grocery store or whatever, doctor's appointments, whatever appointment I may have that day for me or for the kids, it's like I have to do that because getting a settlement is part of your, you have to do your treatment. And if you don't do your treatment, you don't get a settlement. So, you know, this is all for nothing if I don't go to the chiropractor. I was so pissed today I didn't even go. But, you know, so they call me and I'm at work. And I had just got into work, and so they call me. So I'm like, okay, this is the loft. Just let me answer the phone. I answer the phone, and the lady's just like, well, the other company, you know, we're fighting for you, but the other company, or the insurance company is denying that there ever was an accident. So did you file a police report? No, you dummy. I told you when I came to your office a month ago, I did not file a police report. Why are you wasting my time then? You know what I mean? If I feel like this. No. Turn around. Turn around. No. Turn around. Turn. If I have to start my video over, I'm going to be really upset. Turn around. Thank you. You don't have to close the door. Just sit down. Thank you. And be quiet. I don't need them jumping around in the background because then I can't think. See, I lost my train of thought already. Anyway, so you know, I'm pissed off because I feel like, you know, don't be so money hungry to where you're just accepting every case, and then a month later, after I've wasted my time going to the chiropractor, after I've wasted my time thinking, you know, that this lady is gonna have to pay for not pay for her mistake, and now you're telling me because I made a mistake and didn't call 911, which it shouldn't matter. You know, I have her information. How did I get that? I don't know her. She wrote it in her handwriting. I don't write like that. You know what I mean? There's damages to my car. There's, you know, paint done. There's paint from her car on my car, and it's not enough. And they're telling me, you know, well, you know, do you have a police report? I told her no. You know, of course I don't have a police report. I told you guys that when I came in. She's like, or is there any way you can get the video surveillance from the traffic light? What the fuck do I look like? I'm sorry about my language, but, you know, like, do I fucking look like I can just, like, do I look like I have the capability to do that? And why are you asking me to do that? What the fuck am I paying you for? Because if I'm doing all the footwork, you don't need any money. You don't need to take a percentage of my settlement. I need to take the whole fucking settlement. And you don't need any of that. If I'm the one going to the chiropractor, if I'm the one who's gonna track down an you know, an officer that can pull that footage, if I'm the one doing all that, and I'm the one who filed the original claim through her insurance company, what the fuck are you here for? I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I get so irritated with stupid things, especially being pregnant. I don't have the patience for this bullshit. You know what I mean? This girl deserves to pay for not paying attention. When I'm on the road, I have 3 kids in the back. Sometimes they're fighting, sometimes they're screaming, sometimes they're being loud and distracting. And even though that would be more of an exception to be distracted, I don't have a right to be a distracted driver. I don't have a right to be on my phone or to be digging down somewhere and to hit somebody and get away with it. So you're telling me that this bitch gets to run into the back of me, pregnant with twins, and have all my kids in the car. Anything could have happened to my kids. Anything could have happened to me. And you're trying to tell me that she gets to just walk off because I think it's her dad's policy and her dad doesn't want to pay for a deductible or wants his insurance rates to go up? That's not my fucking problem. Don't let somebody irresponsible drive your car. You know what I mean? That's not my problem. So now I have to call around to the police department and find somebody who's in charge of the red light video camera. Hope they still have the footage from almost a month ago. Have them pull that footage and then find a way to have them get in contact with my lawyer to transfer all that over. You know what I mean? That makes me so mad. And I will probably call tomorrow and say, what the fuck do I pay you for? If you cannot represent me and do the footwork like you say you're supposed to do, I'm supposed to sit back, go to the chiropractor, and you're supposed to do that shit. If you can't do it, then I need to rip up this contract and do my own thing, get my own money. You know what I mean? I'd be better off proving my own damn case. That pisses me off. So I'm going to do what I have to do because I guarantee you don't hit Christina and get away with it. You don't mess up my car and not pay for it. You know what I mean? And because they're denying it, even though I went and got an estimate done on my car from her insurance company, they're not going to pay to get my car fixed because, oh, that'll be assuming liability. Nah, it's not. I don't go down with a fight. Now, I'm not saying that this will go my way, even though it definitely should, because it wasn't my fault she hit me in no way, shape, or form, you know. But God willing, everything will work out, because that's not fair to me at all, period. And she needs to pay for her mistakes. I would have had to pay for my mistakes if I ran into somebody, best believe. And she should have to pay for that too. Anyway, I'm done. Okay, so moving on. The question that I got asked was, do I have fears about being a mom of 5 children or having twins? I don't fear having twins. At first, I mean, sometimes I get scared because I feel like I'll be overwhelmed, because at times I feel overwhelmed now. I feel like sometimes I'm drowning in a sea of just constant stuff, and I'm always running and I'm always doing stuff, and I don't have time for myself. But that's kind of what you sign up for when you have kids. And you know, I get frustrated, you know, I yell, I scream, I cuss sometimes. I'm human. But, you know, I I consider myself a very good mom. My kids are very well taken care of. So I feel like, you know, I'm not fearful of having 5 kids. I already know what to expect. I just expect it to be very, very difficult. And you know, everybody always asks me, you know, do you have a support? Do you have your hands full? Do you have a support system? Like doctors always ask me that and stuff. And I'm just like, you know, I mean, I have family like everybody else, but everybody has a life, you know, everybody works or, you know, something. They're doing their own thing or they have their own family. So I don't have that family member that doesn't work that's like, hey, let me come over and give you a break for a day or take the kids to the park for you or help you out around the house, or I don't have that. So basically 7 days a week, it's just me. You know, and sometimes I'll, you know, get my mom on her days off to watch them for a couple hours, but that's only when I'm going to work. It's not like, or to a doctor's appointment. It's not like, you know, hey, can they spend the night at your house because I need a break, you know. And sometimes I don't ask because I get tired of my mom being like, oh, well, I don't know, and not this week, maybe next week. And so I try not to ask anymore for like overnights for her. But, you know, sometimes they'll ask to spend the night over her house and she'll be like, okay, you guys can come. But I just feel like even then it's like I always still have one kid left. Like the youngest will always still be with me, or, you know, somehow I'll end up with a kid still. So it's really not a break, you know. So, you know, if I'm fearful of anything, I'm fearful of the fact that I know that at the end of the day, it's just me. And as a human being, you can only take so much stress. And let's be honest, kids are stressful. So it's just like one of those things where it's hard for me to kind of just, you know, I know it's going to be something that I'm going to have to adjust to. We'll just put it like that. It's going to be something that's not going to be, you know, whatever. My biggest fear right now is not being able to tell the twins apart, honestly. As far as like getting up in the middle of the night and things like that, I've never had twins before. So it's like I'm walking into uncharted territory. I don't know what I'm walking into. But I'm confident in my skills as a mother and as a parent to know that I'll be strong enough. And I keep my faith in God to know, you know, He'll show me the way, and give me the strength and the courage to just, you know, raise these kids as best as I can. You know, it's hard. I don't know anyone who is raising 5 kids by themselves. I don't know anyone. And so I'm determined to show my kids a good quality of life and to still be myself and have a life myself. Not even socially, but, you know, do things that I want to do and venture out starting businesses that I want to start or whatever, you know, whatever my goals may be. I'm determined to still have that because I don't want to just be somebody's mama all my life. But they do come first. So I hope that answers the question. No, I'm not very scared. I'm worried that I'll be stressed and that I'll lose time for me even more than I have now. And I'm scared to be by myself all the time with new babies and 3 kids. So that's why I asked my mom to come and stay with me for about 2 weeks after I have the babies, so I can get adjusted and kind of, you know, figure some things out, because I know I won't be able to come right home and just jump right into taking care of all 5 of them at once. But yeah, that's it for this video. It's pretty long, I'm sorry, but I had to get that off my chest. Thanks for listening. If you guys haven't subbed, please sub, and I'll be sure to return the favor. Also, Kaya's first birthday is next Saturday, so I'm going to do a video on all the decorations that I'm doing myself, and everything like that. I'll put that on as a video as well. Alright, see you guys next video.